Okay, so we're going to start on the back and connect to the breath and the internal body. So you can just let your feet be a nice comfortable distance apart, and then let your knees rest against one another. Place the right hand on your belly and your left hand on your heart unless that isn't comfortable for your shoulders. And close the eyes and just allow yourself to settle. Drop your awareness to inside and become aware of any sensations that you can feel. And we'll just wake up through the nervous system, taking your next exhale, empty all the air out. And then let your inhale fill you up into your belly, through your ribs, into your chest and your upper back. And then exhale all the way back down to empty. We'll do another one of those. Inhaling fully. Fill all the way up. And then exhale. Back down to empty. And last one in your own time. Inhale full. And exhale. And then bringing yourself into a nice comfortable rhythm of breathing. Something you can maintain for your practice. You're going to lengthen your left leg long to your mat when you're ready, and bring your right knee in and start to make circles through your right knee. Just observing the feeling of moving through the hip without judging, without labeling anything, just tuning in to what is as it is, without the story attached from the mind. You're going to take this into a simple twist. Left hand will hold the knee, right hand reaches out to the side. Twist on the exhale breath so your ribcage is soft. And then gently bring it back. As you bring it back, push your right ankle over the edge of your left thigh. Bring your knees in towards your chest and start to circle through your knees. If you have any niggling sensations in the right knee, you can flex your toes towards your face and protect the knee joint. We're going to take a pause in the center, raising the left heel up towards the sky. You can interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. Pull the toes towards your face and kick through your heel and get super long and strong through that leg. Keep that activation and just start to rotate through your ankle joint. Let this be of a massaging quality, so you're moving nice and slow and just pressing things out through the ankle. Play around with the direction as well. Lovely. And we'll take a pause at the top. Pull the toes back, send the back of your knee away from you in exactly the same amount of pressure. You're pulling your thigh closer towards you. You're going to take a deep inhale. This time we'll exhale through the mouth and soften. And then gently release left foot down, remove the right. Right leg goes long this time, left knee stays in, and you're making those circles through the left knee. Good. When you're ready, bring this into your twist. Right hand to hold the knee, exhale to twist. Left arm reaching out wide. And then as you bring it back, find your thread needle shape, ankle over the thigh. And just again making circles through the knees. You've got that massage into your lower back and your glutes. And then coming into into the center, extend your right heel towards the sky, interlace your fingers behind your thigh, and then just gently lengthening through the back of that right leg. Keep the toes spread wide as we start to make circles through the ankles, nice and slow with your movement. Just observing again, not judging what you feel, what your experience is. And we'll take a pause in the center, pull up in the kneecap, squeeze into the thigh. Press your thigh into your hands at the same time, gently pull your thigh towards you. Take a deep breath in. And a clearing breath out through the mouth. Slowly release, right foot down, remove the left. From there, hold on to the backs of your knees. We're going to take this into a diamond roll. So you're rolling all the way back, toes come over the head, and then as you're rocking forward, soles of the feet face one another, knees wide, and fingertips reach forward. And then we're not holding anything here, we're just making this a nice elastic stretch. And then when you're ready to, you're going to rock up and stay in that diamond position. From here, we're going to take waves through the spine, holding onto your shin bones. Take an inhale, lift your heart, draw your shoulder blades together so your heart puffs open, and then exhale, send the heart forward and down. As you inhale, round up, look towards your navel, and then exhaling, pouring the heart down. Let's do one more of those. Lovely. Take a few breaths, softening into a forward fold. Let the inhale reach into the lower back, into the pelvis. And your exhale just to soften something that doesn't need to be as involved. And one more breath here. Inhale, rise up. Take your right shin bone, parallel it to the top of your mat. Lean onto that right hip and swing your left leg behind. Then you can bring this right heel closer towards your left hip so you're not in a super deep pigeon. But then you can root your knees into the ground. We're going to take this into some squeezes through the glutes. So squeezing your knees towards one another as if you wanted them to touch. You have to really activate into your glutes. Mine tend to not want to do anything here, so make sure that you're actively squeezing. And then release. We'll do a few more of those. Squeeze and release. If you're good without the hands, you can take the hands away. Squeeze and release. And squeeze and release. Last one, squeeze. And we'll hold it for 3, 2, and 1. And release. Bring the hands forward. Tuck the back knee in and tuck the back toes. Press down, round through your spine. Come through a turbo. And then inhale, sweep it all the way back to a 3-legged down dog. Soften your left heel towards the ground so you've got that opening through the back of your left leg. Keep pressing your hands forward and your heart back. Take a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Inhale, lift your left heel, round forward through your spine. Pause with your shoulders over your wrists, engage through your core, and then gently lower. Pelvis to the wrists, upward facing dog. Let your shoulders draw back and your heart reach forward. Take a breath here. And then exhale, release to the earth. Sprinkle your fingertips wide, press down through your feet, get your legs super strong, root your pubic bone into the ground, and then inhale, rise up through your heart. Exhale, pull your heart forward and down. I'm going to do a couple of those waves through the spine. Inhale to rise. Exhale to lower. And again with breath. Lovely. Bring the hands underneath the chest. Bend your right knee. We're going to roll over to the left into a Janu Shasana. Your right knee will go wide and your left leg is long. Take an inhale, lift up through your heart center. Exhale, send your heart forward. We'll take those spinal waves again. Inhale to rise up. And exhale forward. Lovely, one more. Gorgeous. Okay, inhale, rise up. With your right hand, sweep towards your left toes, and then loop it all the way around. And you've got this nice action of opening through the shoulder and the side body. Lovely. Okay, and then the last one. I'm going to do the same with the left arm. Circle round. And then this time we're going to bring it into a twist. So the left hand will hold the right knee, the right hand supports the base of your spine. Think about nice and long through the crown of your head, and then just gently softening through your shoulders. Bring that right shoulder blade into the back of the heart. Good. So you inhale, release. Take your left hand all the way to the top of your mat. Step your right foot to the ground. Press into your feet, lift your pelvis. Modified wild thing. Bending into the knees, gaze towards your left foot, root it down to the ground. See if you can lift up into a right-sided high plank. You're going to keep this right knee lifted, and then slowly carry it forward to the top of your mat. Keep reaching your fingertips nice and tall. And slowly reaching fingertips back as your right foot comes forward. You're going to take it into the centre of the mat. Heel toe that right foot into the centre. Flip onto the outside blade of the foot so your knee bends wide underneath your armpit. Take an inhale breath to begin. Lift up through your pelvis. As you exhale, bend your knee wide, bend your elbows wide, lower your heart down. Inhale, root the heel, rise up. And exhale, pulse it down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And last one. Good. Plant your right foot flat to the ground, drop your back heel behind you, wiggle your arms up and open into a warrior two. And we'll take it for a pulse. Inhale, straighten through the leg. Exhale, bend into the knee. Inhale to lift. Exhale. Last one. From here, press through your front toes, take it towards your back toes, bend into that back knee. Place your right hand down, reach up for the sky in a twist. And then to get elasticity into your inner thighs, you can pulse up and down through the pelvis, just bending in and out of that left knee. Good. Lean your belly towards your left thigh, reach your fingertips forward, rise all the way up to the centre, turn your heels in and your toes out, and we'll take it through a goddess pulse. Inhale a breath. Exhale, bend the knees, cactus the arms, sink the hips down low. Inhale to rise. Exhale to sink down. Keep the tailbone tucked underneath you. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink down. And the last one we'll hold. Inhale. And then exhale, sink down nice and deep, and then pause there. You can relax through your shoulders if you need to. Keep dropping the tailbone down, spreading the knees nice and wide, pelvis forward. Squeeze the heels towards one another, final activation. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, send the heels out, lower the heart forward and down. Shake out through your legs, give yourself a wiggle. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands, turn your toes forward. Place your left hand down, spin all of your toes out to the right side. From here, we're going to sweep into a wild thing. So pick up through your hips, bend into your back knee, sweep your right toes all the way behind, and then delicately land them behind into the wild thing. Have a breath there. And then slowly come back to your downward facing dog. We're going to take an inhale, round all the way forward. Exhale, land your knees down. From here, lift your tailbone off the ground, up towards the sky, and then press your hips back towards your heels. Take an inhale, look towards your navel and round forward, spinal waves. Exhaling. As you go back, and inhaling as you round forward. Good. From the next one, we're going to press into the downward facing dog. So tucking your toes, press your knees and your hips back into downward facing dog. Float the right toes to the sky. Exhale, send your right knee towards your left elbow. Drop the back heel behind you. If you're feeling good, lift your left hand from the ground and then send your right toes forward. Pull up through your rib cage. From there, we're going to flip it around to the other side. Left hand comes down. Back toes pivot around to the other side. And the right knee lifts high. And if you're feeling good, you can pause there. If you're feeling really good, you can stretch the right hand and the right toes away from one another, hovering off the ground. You're just arching into a back bend. Lovely. We're going to carry that right foot forward again, all the way to the top of the mat. Landing nice and softly. Inhale, lift all the way up. As you exhale, bend both your knees, bring left knee to nose. Inhale, push all the way. Exhale, take left knee to your right heel. Inhale, push. Exhale towards your left armpit. Bend both the knees. Get the hips super low. Inhale, push. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, push. Exhale to your heel. Sink the hips low. Inhale, push. Exhale to your armpit. Inhale, push. Exhale, knee to nose. Last round. Stay with breath. Inhale, push. Exhale to your heel. Push to your armpit, push, and then landing all the way down. Bring that left knee to your right heel, land your shin bone down, walk your hands to the side, land your left hip down, and then we're going to straighten through that left leg. Right foot remains crossed over the top. You're going to give yourself a big hug around that knee with the left elbow, and then come back into a twist. Right hand to support the base of your spine. Take a deep breath in, lift and lengthen. Exhale, draw in the navel, twist from your abdominal wall. One more breath here. And then bringing it back nice and slowly. You're going to stack that right knee on top of the left, and we're going to take it back through some spinal waves. Take a deep inhale, lift and lengthen through your heart center. Exhale, send the heart forward. Inhale, look to the navel, rise up. And exhale. And again. We can take a pause here. You can pause in any position that you feel. If you want to explore somewhere different than the forward fold, go ahead. If you're in the forward fold and you've got an intense opening through the back of your left leg, then make sure that you're pressing your front heel down. You can have a soft pull of your hands towards you to help you reach your heart forward more. Make sure your breath is long and deep while you're moving through those sensations. Lovely, one more breath. And then slowly rise all the way up, untangle the legs, land your feet forward of your sit bones, grip your toes into the mat, reach your fingertips forward, take an inhale. Exhale, rounding it down nice and slowly for 3. Squeeze everything into the center for 2. Landing as softly as you can on 1, bring the soles of your feet together, your knees out wide. Remember to close your eyes and drop into stillness. Aid any releases from your body with deep breaths. You can use that cleansing breath, exhaling through the mouth. Take one more breath here. And then tuning back into that comfortable rhythm of breathing. And once you've established that, you're going to take hold of the backs of your knees and come back into that diamond roll. Fingertips reach forward and toes reach back over the head. When you're ready to land into the diamond position, take hold of the shin bones, take an inhale. This time we make circular actions through the heart space, exhaling to lower the heart down and round. Do a couple in the direction that you're moving, and then switch the direction, change it around. Try not to stiffen too much through your neck, but let your head be involved in the movement. And then if you're wanting to again, you can find stillness, maybe in the forward fold, maybe it'll be in a different position. If you're meeting stillness, let your breath go deeper into what you feel. And just one more breath here. And rising all the way up, you're going to parallel your left shin bone to the top of your mat. Lean onto that left hip, so you can swing your right leg behind. Keep the toes tucked. Bring that left heel closer towards your right hip. Fingertips are forward. Bury your knees into the ground and then squeeze them towards one another. Again, actively squeezing into the glutes. And then release. And squeeze. And release. And squeeze. And release. And if you're good, you can take your hands away. Squeeze. And release. And squeeze, and release, and squeeze, and release. Hands come forward, back knee comes forward, toes retuck, press into the earth, lift your left knee to your nose, turbo, draw your core in, press your hands straight down. Inhale, sweep it all the way back to a three-legged down dog. As you exhale, soften your right heel towards the ground. Doesn't have to go all the way. Pressing the hands forward, melt your heart back. Take another breath. Okay, inhale, lift your right heel, round forward through to our three-legged high plank. Draw your core in, and then exhale, soften pelvis to wrists, upward facing dog. Lie down onto your belly. Sprinkle your fingertips wide. Press down through your feet, strong through your legs. Root your pubic bone down as you rise up through your heart center. And then exhale, pull your heart forward and down. 2 more with breath. Inhaling to rise. And exhaling to soften. Lovely. This time we'll rise and stay for breath. So root down to rise. And then once you exhale at the top, just let the shoulders soften with that exhale breath. Pull the hands back and wide and keep reaching your heart forward. Think more about it reaching forward than up. Release when you're ready. Bring your hands underneath your chest, bend your left knee. Push open through the chest and roll over to the right. Your left knee is going to go wide and your right leg is long in a Janu Shirshasana. Inhale the breath. Exhale, send the heart forward. Inhale to rise, come back into those spinal waves. Just moving through the breath. We're going to take the left arm for a circle. So fingertips reach across towards the right toes and then reach all the way up and round. And do this a few times. And then we're changing sides. So right hand finds the circle. And we'll do that a couple of times and then we're going to bring it into the twist. So right hand will hold your left knee and left hand will support the base of your spine. Shoulder blade draws into the back of the heart. Slowly, slowly coming back. Reach your right hand up and over, find the top of your mat, place your left foot to the ground, right foot presses into the ground, and then starting to lift your left knee. Try and catch the balance here. You can either take a smooth sweep to the top of the mat, or if you're going for it, you're just going to slowly hover that left foot all the way forward. Let that left hand balance you out as you reach it all the way back. Left foot coming to the top of the mat. Placing it into the centre of the mat and then flipping onto the outside blade. Inhale, lift up through the hips. Exhale, soften your heart down, knee bending wide, elbows bending wide, and then moving through the breath, exhaling, softening down, inhaling to rise up. Let's do a few more. Lovely. Place that left foot down. Drop the back heel down, open up into your warrior two. We're going to find pulses through the front leg. Inhale, root the heel down, straighten through the leg. Exhale, bend deep into the knee. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. And again. Lovely. Press through your front toes. Take it towards your back toes. Bend into that back knee. Place the left hand down. And then a slow pulse up and down into that right knee, so you've got that elasticity opening into your inner thighs. Lovely. Pause there with your knee bent deep. Reach your fingertips forward, biceps to the ears, and push into the earth to rise up through the centre. This time turn your heels in and your toes out. Bend your knees super deep. Place your forearms on the insides of your thighs. And then press your knees out wide. And then get your bum really big by lifting your tailbone, lift your heart space so your back feels engaged. And then breathe into what you feel. 3 breaths here. Lovely. Slowly release, heels out, toes in. Let your head hang heavy, shake out through your legs. Give it a wiggle. Maybe clear through an exhale of your mouth. Inhale, halfway lift. Walk your hands forward, turn your toes forward. Place your right hand down and then turn your toes out to the left. You're going to lower your pelvis towards your mat. So you've got that opening into your left hip. Good. And then from here, pick up through the pelvis, bend into that back knee, place that foot to the ground, sweep the left toes all the way behind, and delicately land into a wild thing. Lovely. Bring it back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in here and a long exhale through your mouth. Do as many of those as you need, inhaling deep. Exhaling, clear out. Inhale, lift your heels round forward through your spine. Exhale, lower your knees to the ground. Lift your tailbone, press your heart back. We'll come back to those spinal waves. Inhale, round forward. And exhale. When you're ready, take your toes, lift your knees and your hips up to downward facing dog. Inhale, float your left toes to the sky. Exhale, take it towards your right elbow. Drop the back heel behind you. Lengthen your left toes out to the side, right fingertips to the sky. We're feeling good. Good. Okay, take it to the other side. Right hand comes down. Back toes pivot to the other side. Lifting the left knee high. You can stay here in the side plank balance or drop into a wild thing if you're not feeling it. Or if you're feeling really good, extend those left toes, left fingertips away from you, hovering off the ground in your back bend. When you're ready, step that left foot forward to the top of your mat, nice and slow. Left arm reaching back to counterbalance. Shift all of the weight into the left foot. Fingertips come forward, take an inhale breath. Exhale, bend both your knees, right knee to nose. Inhale, push. Exhale, take it to your left heel. Inhale, push. Exhale to your right armpit. Bend the knees, both of them. Inhale, push. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, push to the heel. Inhale, push. Exhale to the right armpit. Last round, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale to the heel. Inhale. Exhale to your armpit. Inhale. This time we're going to sink down. Bring the right knee to the heel. Land the shin bone down. Land onto the outside of your right hip. And then lean onto that hip to straighten through the right leg. Grounding the sit bones down, we'll bring it into the twist. Right elbow to hug the knee. Left hand to support the base of your spine. Press into the earth behind you, lift up nice and tall. And then exhaling, twist from your navel, draw in. So you can really wring out that abdominal wall. 2 more breaths. Slowly release. Step the left knee on top of the right. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale into those spinal waves. Inhale to rise. Keep that front heel, that right heel plunging down. Exhaling to soften. You can keep moving like this, or if you want to, you can find stillness. In any shape, doesn't have to be the forward fold, but if you would like to fold forward, you can bring your hands forward. You can pull the earth towards you so you keep reaching your heart forward, and then meet the breath, take it into what you're feeling. Inhale, rise all the way up. Untangle the legs. Grip the toes into the mat, reach the fingertips forward, take an inhale breath. Exhale, pull the belly in, round through the spine, lower to the ground for 3, 2, and 1. Soles of your feet together, knees wide, palms wide. Deep breath into the belly. Slow breath out through the mouth. And just starting to release your effort, allowing your body to become heavy to the ground. Allowing yourself to be still so that you can really receive the effects of your practice, so that you can aid your body in its digestion and absorption of this new information and new intelligence. Focusing on longer exhales if you're feeling kind of still fired up. If there is any other movement you need to finish your practice off, then feel free to take that. Otherwise you're going to lengthen your legs out long, keeping the palms out long, have a few fidgets and a wiggle, but then closing your eyes and coming into your final relaxation, your Shavasana. Just really giving yourself permission to be here fully, committing to your stillness. If you can stay longer, definitely stay longer. Otherwise, just finding that connection to your breath again, starting to move through the fingers and toes and the wrists and ankles. Finding a nice full body stretch, raising the arms over the head. Pointing the toes away from you, give it a wiggle, breathe deep. Exhale, melting back down to the ground. Taking a roll to your side. And then gently lifting back into your comfortable seat. And we'll take a moment just to close the eyes. Let your spine be nice and long through the crown of your head. Shoulders soft down the back. Maybe swallowing to relax your throat. Soften through your jaw, your face, and behind your eyes, behind your eyes. Taking a few moments just to receive the feeling in the body now. We'll close with gratitude. Bring your palms to your heart center, take a bow towards your heart. In a moment, just to offer your energy as a gift of gratitude, just being grateful, maybe for something specific, maybe just a general thank you for everything you already have. Thank you. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.